Welcome to your collective new moon reading, which is for November 20th of 2025, and it is in the sign of Scorpio. So this is going to be where I pull cards, and if they're wanting anything that has to do with my risings and stuff like that, and a little bit more planetary stuff, that is going to be in my blog. So let's get to it. What is this collective need to know about this new moon? We already got card flying. The funny thing about this is, funny haha or funny us, is that this is in Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto, and it's about redestructions and stuff like that. We get the Tower card that already flies out. And don't go into this whole like the Tower is a bad moment here. You wanted this. You wanted this change. You needed this. It's a rebirth time. So accept that point. So what this is saying is like, you wanted this. Take everything that comes with it. The way the cookie crumbles, the way everything happens, you need to take that. So what else does this collective need to know about this new moon? Yes. So this is more of like, say, nurturing yourself through the third eye, but like also like using your intuition. And it not only comes with mental clarity and success, it's like you're going to get the clarity that you need to be successful. Now, success does not mean like money success as well. It could be for some collectives not. It could be success in the way your relationship is, the way that love is for yourself or for in a relationship, or how you stand up for yourself. A lot of people do need to stand up for themselves. So you have to think about, where is it that you needed clarity to move on to the next part. I know that I had a message earlier this week about like a lot of people needed to kind of like do their shadow work, and that's kind of what this is. This is like a shadow work period thing. If you've already been doing it, great. But if you're having the same fucking patterns, same shit that's happening, nothing is moving, or it's crumbling, you're not to doing, then that just means shadow work is it. That which means doing the traits of yourself or things that's coming up. No one is like exempt from doing shadow work, okay? You don't just do enough shadow work and then you never do it again. It always comes up. I always say that I'm very honest with myself. It happens for me. There will be periods of it. I go through it all the time. So I want you to know that it is pretty normal for you to be like, oh, now there's another layer of onion that I got to unpeel. So what is it that you can do to flip this around for yourself? So they're talking about like your mental, this feels like mental clutter of challenges. Like you're telling yourself all the things that could go wrong instead of all the things that could go right. Instead, I want you to write down, where is it that you want successful, and then underneath it, everything that can go right and how the results are from it. Stop thinking about the opposite of that. They're saying it's like you need to retrain your mind, which then trains your subconscious mind. And then it goes into basically standing into your own 2 feet. This feels like the collective that needs to actually like stand up for what they want, because if they want change and growth and they want to see things grow from, they're going to have to say, I'm standing on my own business. I'm not allowing anybody else to like fuck up my vibe. A lot of you do need a rest. Some of you are thinking that you're resting, or you're feeling guilty about this. The holidays is about to come up, and I get that. And it becomes a very emotional time. There's a lot of grief and love, and there's dramas and stuff like that happens. But I want you to take the time to rest yourself. This one thing I had to learn is that naps are okay. I grew up that napping was lazy and everything else, and now it's just like, that is just part of my mechanism. I'm gonna take a nap and don't bother me, okay? So at the end of this, how would the collective feel once they've done their shadow work, once they really embrace their stance on what they need to do? What does the collective need to know? I'm also getting the crystal lapis lazuli. I'm getting like something that's like a rusted key, or like cedar, like a cedar chest, like I'm smelling it and stuff that's happening. That could be significant for somebody there. Also kind of like going down a dirt road. So after you do this, this is going to 2 different ways. There's people that are going to get commitment, good commitment, in relationships with themselves or with other people. They're also getting the point of that connections of business. Like you have a web of connections, like everything is connecting together. Where you thought that things were at stillness, some things just need to chill. You have to think about, if I'm going to make Christmas cookies, like if I make my chocolate crinkles, I make the dough, for it to form and do well, I have to put it in the refrigerator to chill out for it to do that. So sometimes the stillness of cold that you feel is because it's not ready to bake. It's not ready for you to bake. So if you are at the point that you feel like it's a pause, then it's just time for you to chill out and see where your plans are. This new moon is about the rebirth. This is about you. This is a transformation. If you're needing more of a clarity for yourself and instead of a collective, you know where to find me when it comes to that. Otherwise, if you want to go ahead and deep dive into shadow work, a lot of that is on my Etsy shop. Otherwise, much love. And remember, new moons are new intentions, new rituals, new desires. So what is something that you want to come out as new? Let me know in the comments.